Hi. So, following our previous video about how you can buy properties in Germany or in Europe if you are an asylum seeker. In the past recent days, I've had people reached out to me telling me, oh, why wait for 8 years? That 8 years is such a long time. And I think they're right, 8 years, it seems like a long time. But in hindsight, 8 years is also not a long time. But then again, if you really want to reduce the number of years to the barest minimum, then you should travel with the right type of visa. If you travel to Europe with a student visa, you have a graduation date on your studies, you know when you're graduating. And from the day you graduate for, say if you're in Germany or in most European countries, from the day you graduate school, in 3 months, you're able to get a job. A place like Germany, there are jobs all over the place. A lot of companies will pay you in Germany just to accept to work with them, just to sign your contract, your work contract to accept that you will work with them. They pay you, some companies pay you about 2,000 euro just to agree to work for them. Some company will even pay you as much as 3,000 euro to 3,500 euro to even 4,000 euro, depending on the company, just to sign to agree to work with them. Now, that's if you come here as a student with the student visa. If you travel with student visa, you know how long you're going to study, and from when you finish studies, you'll be able to get a job, and within 3 to 6 months of getting the job, you will get your resident permit, and then you can plan properly. At least you know when you will get your resident permit. But if you travel to Europe, or you travel to Germany with a visitor's visa or with a tourist visa or with some kind of short-term visa, and you're hoping, oh, when I get there, I will rough it anyhow, I will go claim asylum. Maybe if you have some friends here that will tell you, oh, just come with your visiting visa. You will overstay your visa and you will claim asylum. And after some time, you will get your document. It doesn't really work that way. But at least, like as I outlined in the previous video, your asylum is not guaranteed, except you're coming from a war-torn country such as Palestine or Syria. These are countries that are known to be at war. Do you know what I mean? But if you're coming from a country that's not known to be at war, you're just coming because your life is at risk. Even if you have a legitimate story, if you don't have evidence to back it up, they will still take your story on face value and just most of the time refuse your asylum claim. But in order to increase your chances of getting a successful asylum decision, a positive asylum decision, as I outlined in the previous video, things you have to do to get a positive outcome, a positive asylum decision, you have to go through the process, do you know what I mean, to avoid putting yourself in a situation whereby you start thinking, oh, is someone doing me juju from back home? Or, oh God, have you abandoned me? Or whatever religion you believe in, before you start thinking, oh, if your God has abandoned you. Do you know what I mean? That's not how it works. If you want to come to Europe and have a smooth sailing, you have to come with the right type of visa. A visa that allows you to work, a visa that allows you to stay in Germany or in Europe for a long term. Do you know what I mean? Especially visas that allow you to work usually will take you on to, regularizing your stay in Germany or in Europe. By regularizing, I mean this such long-term visa that allows you to work will not most of the time also give you an opportunity to get resident permit. But if you're traveling to Germany with a visitor's visa and hoping when you get here, you will claim asylum and anyhow you will rough it. As I said, it's better for you to prepare yourself adequately before you go and give them your story in the asylum center. That way you increase your chances of getting a positive asylum decision. And also, if you have skill, handwork from your home country, and you're coming here to hoping to claim asylum, it's better to have your certificate of handwork on your email somewhere, or have it somewhere. When you go for your asylum interview, they will ask you if you have any skill. You tell them yes, what type of skill you have, and they will give you an email to email your qualifications to them, and you should do so. And they will be watching you subsequently to see how you're faring in the country, if you're making any effort to integrate into the country. I will advise you, based on your handwork, you should also go on to study to be established in that your field in Germany or in whatever European country you are. That way they begin to see you as an asset. That way they will not it's highly unlikely they will have interest in removing you back to your home country if you've made effort to establish yourself in the area of your skill that you've been working in from your home country before traveling to Germany. Do you know what I mean? But then again, whilst you're in Germany and you're hoping to build, or you're in Europe, you're hoping to build wealth through real estate in Germany, the best time to start is from the time you arrive in Germany or in Europe. That's the best time to start laying the foundation. You should start laying the foundation from the time you arrive, so that when the time comes that you're ready, you think 8 years might seem like such a long time, but 8 years goes quick. Do you know what I mean? But at least when that 8 years come, it's better for you to be prepared. It's better for you to be prepared and take advantage of the opportunities that you will be surrounded by. Do you know what I mean? But if that 8 years, if you've not been doing anything, you've not been making any effort, or you've been destroying your shufa or your credit score along the way, and 8 years meet you in this country, and by then you have your permanent residency, life becomes even difficult for you. Do you know what I mean? But then if you've been laying down foundations from when you arrived Germany, you've been working, you've been building your document, your resident permit, you've been building it, and you've also been building your Schufa score, your credit score. You buy things on finance, and you make your payment every month on time. Do you know what I mean? And you don't take on unnecessary debt. If you have credit card, keep the number of your credit card under 3 credit card. You don't need over 4 credit card. Otherwise, the learning institution begin to see you as irresponsible. Keep your maximum number of credit card under 3, and always pay your bills on time. Don't ever try as much as possible not to get any of your debt to go into incasso. But even if any of your debt do go into incasso, try to pay that debt as soon as possible. Incasso debt can compromise your name or your credit score for 1 year, for 12 calendar months. But after that, you'll be okay again. But then again, in this 12 calendar months, if you've not gotten your permanent residency yet, it doesn't matter. You should still be building your credit score until you get your permanent residency. The day you get your permanent residency, then you have the strongest document you need to buy real estate in Germany or in Europe. When you get your permanent residency, then the most important document you need to buy property in Germany or in Europe is 1, your permanent residency, 2, your credit score, 3, you need to also get a document from the government, from the pension institution that says they will tell you, your learning institution will tell you, but it's usually called Renteversicherungsverlauf. It's basically to see how much you're entitled to claim if you were to go into pension, basically. Do you know what I mean? And also you need your work contract. You should have a permanent work contract. You should also have your recent 3 months pay slip or pay stub. And with all these documents, you are ready to buy real estate in Germany. And then again, to know how much real estate you can afford, I've made a video about that as well. You should go back and check it out to know how much real estate you can afford to buy in Germany. I always tell people the easiest way to build wealth is to build wealth in Germany or in Europe. That way you can use other people's money to build wealth, such as the bank and other lending institution. You can use their money to build wealth. Do you know what I mean? And you can always invest back in your home country. I'm not telling people not to invest in their home country. If you want to do so, please feel free to do so. Do you know what I mean? But I'm just saying you can build wealth quickly in Germany or in Europe, and you can take from that wealth you've built, you can take out money from that wealth you've built and go buy yourself a house or build yourself a house in your home country if you choose to do so. Do you know what I mean? But I'm just here giving out information. And I think at this point, I'll be ending this video here. If you have any question, please feel free to reach out to me. And please, if you have any suggestion on whatever you want me to talk about in the next video, please feel free to message me. I'll look into that as well. And in the next video, I'm looking to make a video about what to expect if you travel to Germany or to Europe with student visa or asylum or visitors visa, sorry. Or if you travel to Germany or Europe with a visitor's visa, do you know what I mean? Like basically all visa types, what to expect before you arrive, you know. So when you come here, when shit hit the fan, you don't get overwhelmed and feel like, oh, I can't take this anymore. I want to go back to my country. Do you know what I mean? It's better for you to have an idea of what to expect before you travel so that you will be in a position of making an informed decision before you leave your home country, coming to Germany or traveling to any European country or even anywhere in the world. It's better to know, you know, what to expect, to have an idea of what to expect so that when you get there, do you know what I mean? When whatever you encounter, you will be well equipped to deal with it. You know what I mean? But as I said, please reach out to me with any suggestion on any question you may have. I'll be more than happy to reply to your inquiry. And I will be ending this video here, and I will see you in the next one. Have a nice time. Take care of yourself. I'll see you there. Bye.